Early morning walk, not early morning, but this is Jomtien Beach. Beautiful day here in Thailand, and it's quiet over here too. I just thought I'd go for a walk on the beach, folks. It's hot. I'm sweating out about 100 beers, but life is good. I guess I've already said it probably a million times, but if you're ever thinking about taking a trip to Thailand, I would come right now. No Chinese tour groups here. It's back to being the good old quiet Thailand like it was way back when. And you know, the economy sure could use your tourism dollars. So if you're on the fence about coming to Thailand, you're probably going to get a cheaper ticket right now. The hotel's going to be glad to have you, and the restaurants, pretty much everybody here. I'm going to take you down here to the end of this beach by this like monument, not monument, whatever it is. We used to call it the ugly boat. It's this concrete sitting thing. Got a great sign. It's not ugly, but when they first built it, it was nothing but the concrete there, and it looked like an ugly boat. But it's a beautiful sign, and apparently somebody down here has built some type of statue out of plastic bottles. So when you're doing this life of walking around talking to a camera and trying to entertain everybody out there on my channel, you're always looking for, you know, things that are sort of unique, whether they're small or big. Try to give you a glimpse into something you didn't see that day. So I'm driving by, well, I'm on the back of a motorbike, but I'm coming by up here, and they made a sculpture out of these plastic bottles. So that's what I'm going to take a look at. And it's not like we have a shortage of empty plastic water bottles, so somebody's put it to good use over here. All right, and I don't want to disturb this gentleman, but right here, folks, you got Jomtien Pattaya Beach. That's a beautiful little concrete bench here to sit on. But before they put all this nice stuff, it was just that concrete thing. So me and Doc Wayne, we used to meet over here. They're like, where do you want to meet? He said, just meet me at the ugly boat. Anyhow, not saying anything about the sign. It's when they were first constructing it. And here we go. Keep our sea plastic free. So I guess this thing gets lit up at night. It's supposed to look like a gentleman doing a push-up, or it could be a crab, or I'm not sure. But creatively using plastic bottles to illustrate a point, I guess. Number one, there's too many of them. This damn sculpture probably lasts longer than me or you. I wrote an article about single-use plastics, and I'm not 100%, nobody is, but I do try to limit the single-use plastic that I consume. This looks like a turtle. That's a sea turtle right there. And maybe that's okay, so that's supposed to be a turtle too. I thought it was a dude doing a push-up out of the sand, but it's a sea turtle. Yeah, so anyhow, single-use plastic, folks, is horrible. And you do what you can to limit it, because it's all about supply and demand, right? As long as consumers still demand this stuff, they're going to keep producing it. But if people just start drinking out of cans and bottles, not saying that manufacturing process is perfect, but it's a hell of a lot better than what's going on here, fucking up the oceans. Yeah, I'll put a link to that article down in the description. Check it out. good read. All right, folks, so there you go. Bet you didn't see something like this today on your drive down the interstate. Yeah, folks, got some concrete work going on. Gentlemen pouring concrete. Always improving the infrastructure here in Thailand. That's what I love about this place. First photo, as I showed you, concrete's already starting to set a little bit. These gentlemen are up here on the front line of the pour. And you know what? It takes me back to my younger days, folks. That was me right there. That was me. And I'll tell you what, those were some good times. Good times doing manual labor out in the hot sun for minimum wage. Life was so much fucking more simple back then. Then it got complicated. I guess because we get old and the fucking internet. Anyhow, here's your look around of my view, folks. I was over in Jomtien, just checking on some things, handling some business. Now I'm humping up Pattaya Road, and for 10 baht, which is what is that? About 30 cents. I can jump on the back of the bot bus there. If you're not familiar with transportation here in Thailand, some of the best public transportation in the world. So for 10 baht, that thing will take me all the way from Jomtien Beach over to right there, one block up from Walking Street on 2nd Road. Can't beat it, especially here in Pattaya. But over the past few days, I did my fair share of drinking Sing Hai. And folks, whew, I'm sweating worse than a hooker in church, sitting on the front row with no air conditioning, with the preacher looking at her. That's about how I'm sweating. But I need it. I need to sweat this out, because when I get to my destination, which is the beer garden, I will rehydrate with some cold beer Sing and maybe a couple of Heineken drafts. But I was there with a friend of mine a couple days ago, and we were eating, and I ordered the fish. It's called the planin radprik, and it's sort of like a spicy, tangy. It's delicious. Matter of fact, let me put the picture right there. Boom, take a look at that fish. Or maybe I got a video clip. Roll the B-roll. Yeah, that fish is damn delicious. It's called planin radprik. Every time I go over there, I gotta fire one up. And there's a couple other good places I get it too, but they'll do you right. And here's the intersection of Pattaya Road. Just on a little incline, and up here on my right next to this food mart is the bus that will take you from right here to Suvarnabhumi Airport. Now, I've done several videos about this bus, but you can't beat the value for the money. You know, nice brand new cold air kind of bus. I think it pretty much runs from 6 in the morning to 10 at night, but it don't run in the wee hours of the morning. And dude looked at me like he, I don't know why he's so angry. But here it is. It's right next to this food mart, and I think the price now is 132 baht. Don't hold me to that exact price, but I think it was it's $4. $4. $4. That bus would take me straight from right there in that parking lot up to Suvarnabhumi curbside. You can't beat it. Cannot beat it. Right next door, you can get a drink and a massage while you're waiting for the bus. So it's really How can you beat that value? How can you beat $4 to go 2 hours? And it pretty much takes 2 hours. It's pretty much right on clockwork, unless it's really heavy traffic. But it's a 2-hour ride on that bus. $4. Can't beat it. Taxi, they're asking, like now they're asking for 1.8. So 1,800 baht. That's shit, folks. You're looking at, man, what's the 60 bucks now? You know, all in, where they pay the tolls. Now, folks, take a look at that chicken right there. My goodness, that's absolutely delicious. And it's just a little roadside spot right here. There's a look at their menu, but look at that chicken. Delicious. If I were not on my way to the beer garden, I'd have to stop and grab one of them birds. All right, we're still pushing because you get to be my age and you do as much damn drinking as I do. Folks, my memory is shit. The other night, I'll give you for example, I was with my buddy, and let me just show you this little gas station here. Now, that's 95, which is like super unleaded, and this is unleaded. 30 baht. It says don't take pictures, a violation of something. I don't know. I didn't see the sign until I was already past it, but I think it said don't take pictures. I don't know why you can't take pictures of the gas station. I don't know. Yeah, so I woke up the other night, the other morning, folks, I had a fresh haircut and a shave. I didn't even remember that. And one of the girlfriend that was with me, this cool girl, she's like, yeah, you fell asleep in a barber's chair. They had to wake you up. I said, well, that's kind of funny because I don't even remember going to the barber's chair. But folks, I woke up high speed, low drag. And it's so damn hot here. This is the haircut that you want if you're a male. You know, I got a haircut before I left the Philippines, but when it comes to the service industry like that, when you talk about barbers, manicures, pedicures, hair salons, folks, if you had a choice, you want to get a haircut here, get a manicure here. You know, maybe some of you dudes from the West with your A-type personalities that don't believe in getting manicures or pedicures. Nah, fuck that, dude. That's part of personal hygiene. You need to take your ass and get a manicure and a pedicure. You do it here, folks, they're professionals. These ladies are professionals. They've been to school. You know, the boss is teaching them on the job training. I mean, a proper manicure, pedicure here in Thailand, it's gonna take over an hour. Sometimes I'm in that chair 2 hours. In the Philippines, you got a little old lady that walks around with a little plastic basket, and she'll sit down and cut your toenails. She'll be done in about 4 minutes. That's not a manicure or pedicure. That's called clipping my toenails with dirty utensils. So come to Thailand, you got to get a manicure, pedicure. Take a look at this food right here. Beautiful looking chicken. Little dog over there laid up. And same deal with a haircut. You get a haircut here, you're getting a haircut by a pro. Over there, you're getting a haircut cheap. Let's just put it like that. There is a difference. So anyhow, fucking got a badass haircut, slicked out, a fucking high and tight, high speed, low drag. So, what else was I gonna talk about? Ah, hell. Got these beautiful little Little huts right there that you can eat in. And take a look at that chicken. That looks beautiful right there. Wow. It's right here. Coming up over there's a court building over there. It's all about location, right? This is a lawyer and accounting, and there's the court. So when you come out of that court, you look right here and there's a lawyer. That's a perfect location. Put a lawyer's office, I imagine. Again, what I was gonna do is say I want to give a shout out to my buddy. And bro, I was 3 sheets to the wind, and I think I put your name in my phone. I have to look, man. I can't remember your name, brother. But I do remember everything about the stories that we talked about. It was very interesting to me. So I want to give you a shout out. And folks, basically I was walking down Beach Road, and a gentleman recognized me from Australia. And anyhow, he's a retired jockey, as in horse racing. Now, horse racing's always fascinated me, just in a sense that I don't know shit about it. I don't know how to pick a horse. You know, I never win anything at gambling. I've had horses before, and for me, you know, horses, most people that have a horse, it's worse than a boat when it comes to losing money. You know, they say if you buy a boat, word boat stands for bring on another 1,000, right? And that's true, but I think it should be bring on like another 10,000. So a boat is a money pit. So is a horse. But you know, when you get into professional horse racing, well, a horse is different than, you know, like me. I had 5 fucking horses in North Georgia. I almost bankrupted my ass before I got rid of them. So my experience with horses, growing up on the farm, riding horses, is totally different than somebody who's in a professional horse racing business. And so I guess one of the reasons it fascinates me is because I lost so much money from fucking around with horses, and there's people in the world who actually make a ton of money off of horse racing. Now look, if I kept going straight, there's Mike's Mexican restaurant. But I know I'm going to be tempted to pull in there and drink a margarita. If I go this way, I'll come up over the hill with a view. You know what? I'm gonna march in this direction. I'm gonna tell you why. If you guys ain't figured anything else out, for those of you who have been on my channel, here's another little gas station here. Folks, tequila doesn't mix well with my brain, and that's just, you got to admit your limitations, you know, and admit when you can't handle things. And tequila severely messes me up. But I love margaritas. You see the problem? I love margaritas, but tequila turns me into a I don't even know how to describe it. But they're not good for me. They're doing a little road construction here. So how do I keep myself from going down a crazy road when I have a flight tomorrow? Well, the best thing to do is not even walk past over there, because if I was just going to eat, all right, that's fine. But I'm hot, sweaty. I could probably down 2 or 3 margaritas because they're so delicious, and then I might not make that flight tomorrow. So just to err on the side of caution, I cut a left, and I'll just keep pushing this way and not even put myself over in that situation. Anyhow, back to talking about my buddy, man. Shout out to you. Great conversation. you know, interesting, you know, listening to that gentleman's career and experiences he's been through. Too cool, man. And shout out to you, man. Thanks for buying that beer. But I don't remember a whole lot of the rest of that night. A little construction going on. Meeting him, and I met a couple other guys just briefly that were walking by that couldn't hang out with us. And also got to hang out with some young Navy cats. Cobra Gold just finished up, so you got a bunch of past 3 days that I've been on the streets. Got a bunch of US Navy guys and gals hanging out in Pattaya, enjoying themselves. So I got to talk to a couple of them dudes. Yeah, so folks, past few days, man, I just been on the go, meeting people, drinking. And I got 2 videos uploaded. But I haven't got a chance to get them posted. And that's what happens when you drink. These gentlemen here, I'm in their way. I'm gonna try to get out of their way. Okay, now this is my idea before I lose my train of thought. The coronavirus, the Chinese bat research virus, has shut down everything, right? Especially in the tourism and travel industry. So what do? How do you stimulate the local economy if you're the government? You don't just hand out money to combat a virus that you're not going to be able to contain. It's already, the genie's already out of the fucking bottle. You take that money, you dump as much money as you can and say, okay, infrastructure. 2 reasons, and this is fucking ingenious. You just immediately cut loose that money and you start building roads. Yep, I said it, roads. Because you're going to stimulate a different section of the economy, and you can do this work when there's nobody on the damn roads, and you can get it done 5 times quicker than having to reroute traffic everywhere. There's no damn traffic because there's no tourists here right now. They just put a barrier up and go to work. Great. And then you're stimulating the economy. What a great idea. Dump it into infrastructure, building roads, and then it'll actually have a value to it. Big new 7-Eleven. Hill. Now you got a promotion. Wine, buy one, get one free, or 5 bottles of beer for $3.99. They got music going, folks. What a quaint little spot. You know, you come to Pattaya, Thailand, and your impression that it's, if you get the impression that it's just bars, that's a thing of the past. Folks, if you're into the food scene, and I hate to use the word foodie, because I never understood where that fucking term come from. We all fucking eat food, we all love food, or we die, right? So what does it mean to say I'm a foodie? I have no idea. No fucking clue. That's, oh, I don't know. Now this area over here, Pratamnak, a lot of Russians over here in the Pratamnak Hill area. Let me show you these restaurants. You got birds and the bees, cabbages and condoms. And I think I did a video on the cabbages and condoms in Bangkok. And I've been to that restaurant before, but I don't think I've done the video here in Pattaya. All right, I saw that sign and I forgot what the hell I was gonna say. Oh, I was talking about foodies. No, if you're into the food scene, Pattaya is a great place. You could come here, you could live here for 5 years and not eat at every restaurant that's outstanding. Got nothing to do with the bars. Fucking food scene is awesome. It's on time. 11. And You know what everybody's always told me in this country? That the best place to open a 7-Eleven is across the street from another 7-Eleven. And so some places here, they're literally 7-Eleven, both sides of the street. And 7-Eleven here is a way of life. It's not just another convenience store. A 7-Eleven is ingrained, well, the Philippines too, but especially here in Thailand. I mean, I don't know what you can do in the US now. I mean, yeah, you can pay your bills online, all right, but if you want to, you can just stop by 7-Eleven and pay all your bills. Recharge your phone. It's a one-stop shop. A lot of people eat there. Oh, and that's what I meant to do. I meant to take you guys and show you the best 7-Eleven in the world. Maybe I'll do that on the way out. Be a special bonus footage tour of the most awesome 7-Eleven. See, you can do this road work with ease when there's no 500 Chinese tour buses trying to hump up and down the hill. So what's commonly known here as the Big Buddha is up this hill. And just beautiful scenery up there. Typically there'd be the roar of the Chinese and their tour buses. And then over there is the coffee shop. We've done videos and blog posts about it. But again, you know, how are you going to do all this road work with a constant flow of tour buses? And you got this park right here. Cool place to sit, walk through. But don't be going through there at night. Like historically here, this little area, all the Russians, I don't want to say all, but listen, my Russian friends are some cheap bastards. They got money in their pocket, but if a dude says 100 baht, they're gonna say, how about 30? And so a lot of the Russians, when they get done partying on Walking Street, they walk home because they're cheap. They don't want to pay fucking motorbike taxi. Look, it's probably like $2 to go from there over to the hill we just came from. But what do? Be cheap about shit and walk up this hill. You know, I mean, they've got lighting here now, but still, if you're coming from that road up this hill at 3 in the morning, everybody knows you're fucking drunk. And you know, people get pickpocketed and stuff. You see, I just cut through here. So it's a beautiful area to walk, but just don't come over here at night. It's a park, you know. They got them street lights out there, but here in the park itself, it's dark. You know, and you have these single Russian chicks that cut through the goddamn park and then wonder why somebody snatches their purse. Just making it easy. There's shitheads in every country, every culture, you know. You're gonna have a little bit of criminal element anywhere you go. Why make it easy for them? Cut through a damn park at night as a single fucking Russian girl, oh by the way, drunk off her ass. You look around. That's a squirrel. You see that squirrel? There's 2 of them. Stall now. But this advice talking about this park, listen, if you leave a bar drunk at night at closing time, don't walk home. Take public transportation. Take some transportation. These folks up here are doing a great job keeping this place stellar. We got a lot of lighting over here now. Still kind of halfway up this hill. Got kind of a view from right here. But when you get up on the top up there with the Big Buddha or the coffee shop, it's a beautiful view from up on this hill. That's where I'm going. It's right over there on the water. all downhill from here. It's kind of funny though. Me and them two guys, we're just easy stepping down the hill, and that dude was huffing and puffing coming up this little steep incline. Now, I never heard of this restaurant and bar. Maybe I have, can't pay no mind. But it's called Peaky Blinders, right here at Soy 1 on Pattaya. Somewhere up in there. Is it in the condo? That's such an interesting name. Makes me want to go check it out. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's British or Australian slang. You guys can explain it to me. Peaky Blinders. Okay, so at this intersection here, now that's second road that'll go through there. We got an easy walking sidewalk here. So I'm just going to cut this hard left and head straight over toward the end of Walking Street. Damn pigeons. Alright, check out some graffiti. Some young, misguided shitheads. What would give you the fucking balls or the audacity to think that you can come out here and spray paint somebody else's fucking property and call it art? Now, if you got permission, okay. Fucking homeowner said, yeah, paint my wall. I'm not talking about you. But I'm talking about these fucking shitheads out here destroying and defacing people's fucking walls, whether it's public property or fucking private property. I can't fucking stand you motherfuckers. It's not art. I was so excited when I went to Rome, Italy the first time. Let me just show you those fish right there, folks, drying out in the hot sun. First time I went to Rome, Italy, on the taxi ride to get downtown to my hotel, you know, they got all the shop houses closed with the metal doors. Every fucking one of them was graffitied to the hilt. Now here I am just dreaming about, you know, ancient Roman times and their technology and their culture. So excited to see all of these sites. I love history. I love, you know, studying these ancient civilizations. You say ancient, it's whatever, you know what I'm talking about. The Romans. And the first thing when I come out of that airport I see is all this fucking graffiti. And then you realize how times have changed. That's just my opinion on that. Maybe you don't share the same opinion. I guess you could say, well, we wouldn't know much about the true ancient civilizations if they hadn't drew on the walls of caves. Okay. But we're not in those times. People own these fucking pieces of property. They own those walls. They have to maintain those walls. They're trying to run a fucking business. And you got some fucking shithead at 2 in the morning with a can of spray paint fucking up the wall. That should be a death penalty case right there. That's all I got to say about that. I don't like graffiti. This is called Easy Cart here at Valley High Pier. And usually there would be these little go-karts over there speeding around this track. Look at that beautiful tree in the center. My goodness, that's beautiful. 2 of them. Yeah, so if you're thinking about coming to Thailand, now's the time. There's a pack of dogs over here. Hopefully they don't want to take a piece out of the farm. Go back to sleep, gentlemen. Yeah, but there you go. We got a website, easycart.net. Still pushing, folks. That's, you know, it's another reason I love living in tropical climates. It's just nothing for me, folks, whether here or the Philippines. It's just nothing for me to decide on a split second just to go for a 3, 4, or 5 mile walk. In the West, it just don't really work like that, you know, because you're just tethered to that car in most places. But that's another good thing about not having a car. You know, I take a motorbike taxi over to destination A, and I feel good and I feel like stretching it out. I just fucking walk. Don't gotta worry about where I park my car. They're doing a little painting, hanging off those ropes, and that's a beautiful brown color. All right, coming up on the end of Walking Street. Now I guess it's how you want to look at it. If you're coming from the pier, it's the beginning of Walking Street, but if you're coming from the other side, we always refer to this as the end of Walking Street. And folks, you can see that there's just literally no speedboats running anymore. And basically, if you've never been here before, back in the day, this whole area over here, which is now sort of like a little park, it's where they used to park all the boats. And they evicted all the boats and turned it into a nice, beautiful park slash parking area. And I can literally look out across here. Well, I'm gonna cross the road here. Whew. Typically, folks, this is standing room only. And now I can literally count the number of tourists one by one. I'll just take a walk out here. And you know, another reason I like taking these long walks is because the longer you walk, work, or sweat, or work out, the better that cold beer tastes. Now you come here, I don't know how this works, but I guess you get on the scales and then the vehicle goes on an elevator. I don't really know. I don't have a car. All right, so I think I worked the GoPro so long that the I don't know, maybe the battery got too hot and had to pull the battery out and reset it. And here's just a look around here. Not many folks. Tempted to do a time lapse. If I did a time lapse on this bay right now, you wouldn't see but maybe one ferry come and go. All these boats would just sit here. Typically it's a beehive of activity. Yeah. Okay, folks, I just showed you. If you want a trip to Thailand and enjoy all of these tourist sites and the temples and without the crowds, you need to come now, because you're probably not going to see this again. Once they lift the Chinese and let them come back, it's going to go right back to it'll go right back to the way it was. And folks, with those tourist numbers, you can't take good photography, you can't enjoy yourself, you can't hear yourself think. That's the last time I'm going to say it. If you're thinking about coming to Thailand, and I would say Siem Reap's the same way. I haven't been over to Siem Reap in what, almost a year, right at a year. But you go to Angkor Wat, there's so many Chinese, you can't enjoy it like you used to. So if they're not over there, if you're thinking about going to Siem Reap, to Angkor Wat, I'd go right now. I would go now. Walking Street. I'm not sure if the sun is going to hit the lens with a little glare, but if it does, I'll just have to turn around after I drink and walk back the other direction. See how things have changed a bit. You know, every time you come through Walking Street, seems to be a change. Biggest Indian nightclubs. And then we got Uzbekistan restaurant, which is next to the Russo Turisto Cafe Bar. So this whole area down here, well, take your pick, Russia, Uzbekistan, or Indian. And you got this little side place right here, Deja Vu, Russian Girls. And if you'll notice, the sign above and below the McDonald's is in Arabic. I'm not sure what it says because I don't read Arabic too well. Looks like they're remodeling a spot here. Disco. Rice. Indian. What's this? Nang noodle. There's seafood there, right? Istanbul kebab too. It says it's for rent. Eye salon. Marine disco. Some type of gaming center. Open 13 March. Folks, that's tomorrow. Okay, so that's a perfect example. You know, here is that when one of these go-go's closes down, it seems to come back as something other than a bar. That's kind of like been the way things go, in my opinion. You still have plenty of go-go's, don't get me wrong. Atlanta, Tetris. Alright, here's my spot here, Lucifer. Lucifer's not what it was 10 years ago. It used to be the place to go here on Walking Street. And it's still a cool ass place. But back in the day, that was the #1 place to go. It's where everybody went. Sensations, 808. I assume they still have the band there at night. Moulin Rouge. King Cafe at Moulin Rouge. There's the other beer bar, Simon's Beer Bar Complex. Rich a go-go. And then we're quickly back at where we want to go, the entrance of Walking Street. And you know, my favorite place, folks, is the beer garden. That's where I'm headed. Drink me a couple beers. Get one last good bite of food. Before it's time to get back over to the Philippines. It's called the Stones House. Always got a band up in there. Everybody knows my name. Yeah, you can shoot some guns up in there. Pellet guns. Back to the beer garden. See if my friend's over there again. Nope. Today, if you came to Thailand, first thing that would happen when you walk into a bar is they pull one of these little towelettes out of the freezer. What these ladies just did, but you don't see many places like that that do that anymore. But that refreshes you. I just walked all the way here from Jomtien Beach, and then you get this ice cold towel. Oh my, sing high, folks. My goodness. Now look, I walked all the way here. I deserve this. I deserve it. Delicious. Folks, after a great meal over there, Got pet med my mom cashew chicken at the beer garden. It is hot today here in Thailand. My God, it's hot. It's so beautiful. I gotta get my shit together, but first, I think I'm gonna roll down to Soi 2 and see some of my friends over at this little foot massage place. You know, talk to them, see how they're doing down there. Swadee krap, swadee krap. All right, cool. I mean, why wouldn't I? I'm here, it's hot. Go down there, get a foot massage, drink a cold beer, chop it up with some beautiful ladies. That's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna head home. Folks, I've seen some of these places advertising specials, you know, foot massage, 1 hour, 150 baht, $3. Now you go over to Bacau, they used to have like 100 baht, and I may go over there and see my friends over there, because I do have friends in the manicure, pedicure business and the foot massage business. That's probably where I'm gonna go, because I haven't seen them ladies in a while, now that I think of it. So I'm just gonna come up here, cut a right, head up to Soi Bacau, see my friends, see what they're talking about, and then it's time to get down to business, get ready for a flight. Oh my God. There's Boys Town. For any of my friends out there who are gay, that's where you want to go. Well, that's where I would think you want to go. If I was gay, I'd go right there on that street. But who am I to judge? Maybe you don't want to go down that street. Whew. Soi 13/4. Now folks, I want you to take a good look at the footage in these videos, because you ain't never gonna see Pattaya this quiet again, I promise you. This is like they hit the pause button, the reset button. You ain't never gonna see Pattaya like this again. That's it. Just enjoy it while you can.